Good morning wherever you may be. Call me Felix. And it is a beautiful late August morning here. Late morning in late August here in the Philippines. And a nice welcome change from the monsoon. And you can hear people celebrating with distant karaoke in the background. I'm here in the seaside town of Pasuquin. And I have not seen the seaside in more than 5 months. So it was a thrill to see the ocean at last after so long. And we are going to eat some seafood and some other wonderful things at Jovy and Yolly Resort. Jolly Rogers Resort in Pasuquin. Ilocos Norte, here way up in the north of the Philippines. So, join me. We'll hang out by the pool or twisting by the pool and eat some wonderful food. What I think, hopefully, is wonderful food. You know, that's freaking scary. Okay, food has arrived, and I'm a little skeptical because this doesn't look like a lot of food to me. And I'm in smorgasbord mode because I'm hungry. So this here is sinigang of tangigue. Let me try some of that fish first. It's more like swordfish, isn't it, Dad? Yeah. That's why it has a really dense sort of texture. And the way to do this is you need to put some soy sauce, calamansi, and some chili. Some not too sour, and I got a nice hit of ginger in that and some pepper. And some soup. There's a bright hit of sourness in there. And let's try some of this kinilaw, which is, think of it as like Filipino ceviche. So this is some raw fish with some citrus and some onion and some ginger. I prefer my fish this way. More tender. Semi-cooked a little bit by the citrus. There's a nice hit of sweet zest. A little sour. And you got nice sweetness from the onion as well. Next up, I'll try this fish. What's this, unicorn fish? It doesn't have a unicorn thing. Sumayan. I don't know what that is in English.
Horn.
What?
Hornfish.
Hornfish. Yeah, same thing as a unicorn fish. It looks like the kind of fish you saw in Palawan. It's usually served there when you go island hopping. And this doesn't really flake off. It feels quite dense. But I can assure you it's fresh. Yeah. Dip some in our sausawan. Yep. Yeah, I'm right. This is unicorn fish. It really reminds me of Palawan. In a good way. It's fresh fish. It reminds me of mahi-mahi. That sort of texture. It's kind of not like really flaky. Not flaky, not tender necessarily, but dense, but not, hard. So think of it as like, not quite swordfish, but more like mahi-mahi. That's fresh, and you don't really need too much seasoning, except that soy sauce with the citrus and chili makes everything better. Need some of that spice. Next up, you gotta try some shrimp. This shrimp kind of looks like palabok to me, but it's got chilies and it's like a shrimp sauce, sort of. That shrimp's really delicious. This has a lot of head butter. Rich, creamy, shrimpy head butter. It's so sweet. Dip it in this sauce, which is a thick garlicky gravy. Really fresh. It has like a hint of lemongrass in there, like garlic lemongrass, if I'm not mistaken. So far, my favorite thing here. They brought some extra food because I was kind of skeptical that there wasn't enough of it. Let's put some calamansi and some kinilaw here. This is really tasty too. And the chili. Getting more of that orange citrus taste from that calamansi. Pairs very well with the fish, fresh fish. Should get some more of that sinigang. Nicely balanced soup, and it's not too tart. It has a little bit of a sweet backbone, just very slight. The fish is fresh as far as swordfish goes. Yeah, right sort of tartness. Oh, that's shrimp sinigang. Oh, yeah. Ah, we got two types of sinigang, even better. And the shrimp are really fresh, and I especially love that they're very generous in the head butter, especially. Now, I have to admit, it's hard to film anything with greasy hands when you've been handling shrimp head and shrimp head butter. So it's hard to grip the camera, sorry. And missing in action here is the tinono. Tinono?
What tinono?
Is that tinono? Yeah. And what tinono is barbecued meat, usually with soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, and dressed with onions. I think it's actually Kilo Win, never mind. Because it has a little more citrusy sort of taste. But really refreshing. I like the texture. You get a little bit of fat, a little bit of semi-lean meat. And this is pork, not goat. A beautiful char roasted taste, really sweet char roasted taste. You can taste the grill on that. There's one thing I haven't tried yet. Oh yeah, eggplant. I think it's a race to the bottom, and I'm losing because, well, not been eating too much yet. So this is the last thing I'm going to last dish I'm going to review is this ensaladang talong, which is eggplant salad. So you see some eggplant that's kind of been mashed into a pulp a bit, some tomatoes, there should be some onions, there should be some put patis, some people put bagong, and there you go. Really refreshing, but it does have a bit of a salty back end from that patis or bagong. It kind of tastes like eggplant and miso. Personally, I like a little more citrus cutting into that, but that's really good too. All the food's been pretty good, but what I love most is the shrimp. And last I left you, there was a lot of food, and now it's all gone, except what remains is eggplant salad on this side, eggplant salad over there. And even though we were 7, it was only me and Dad that finished the bulk of this. As you can see, evidence on my plate. All the casualties of shrimp, shells, and heads. Heads have been sucked in. Now, unfortunately, I'm not really in good form today, because everything is distracting me, and there's kids running around, dogs running around, people have karaoke on the other side. So that's throwing off my concentration, but you know what? It helped me hone in on finishing all this food, because there was a mountain of food left, and I still have room for more, but this eggplant salad is a little bit salty for my liking, even though I like the miso sort of taste there. And for me, I love the shrimp here, and especially with this garlicky sort of sauce. Really good. It complements well with the head butter. The sinigang, Dad really loved their sinigang, and it's really good. Their kinilaw is good, and so is the tinono. I mean, that's all gone. I mean, that's pretty much good evidence for you. And the other tables look at me because I'm doing something strange, which is talking into a camera. So, I think that about wraps it up from here. And until next video, I'll see you guys later. Empire never ended, people. And after a wonderful seafood lunch in Pasuquin, we drove back home, and we didn't stop anywhere to see the beach. So here's a token of my extreme and, This is what you get for not getting a stop to see the beach.